in identifying a prospective target company and adding transformational value to the combined entity. You guys get all that? Because I tried there. Shannon, do you like Kaepernick's career path post-football and what he's doing here?
I do, Skip. I think, you know, you have to make a transition because a lot of times when your career is over in a professional sport, Skip, a lot of times you're not going to stay in that professional sport. You're not going to become a coach or a general manager, or you're not going to be around it. So you have to, you know, find other ways. And I think the thing is, Skip, is that he's really trying to impact the change that he really wants to see. He says, you know, there's a lot of businesses do all this talking and they come up with these catchphrases and slogans and billboards, but we don't have black CEOs. We don't have black and brown. We don't have women. We don't have diversity in these positions. So what we're going to try to do, we're going to try to acquire businesses or invest in businesses that with the sole purpose of having minorities, to have diversity, and to help these communities. So I love what he's doing. He did a lot to know your rights. He did a lot to get people out to vote. So I'm very happy with the path that his career has taken in his post-football career.
So I'm going to guess there are cynics out there who will say, oh, so he's getting rich off his kneeling. He's cashing in on his kneeling. No. What happened was the National Football League took away his first love, what he wanted to do most, which was to play quarterback in the National Football League. And he played it for a long time at a very high level. We've been over and over that. And all of a sudden, it was gone. And he tried to get back in, and he tried, and he tried, and it's pretty clear, I know to you and certainly to me now, that phase is over. That part of his life is over. So did the NFL leave him broke and lost? No. No. He said, okay, there's a little silver lining here. I'm going to parlay the attention I did get into this.
My name,
He has become a force, man. He's become a powerhouse in the black business world and also a force in the business world in general.
I look at it like a Magic Johnson situation. When Magic got his diagnosis, Skip, he couldn't play basketball anymore. So what did he do? He got Starbucks, he got Magic Johnson movie theaters, and Magic Johnson is one of the biggest business people. When you talk about business in L.A., especially black, Magic Johnson is one of the names. So you can't say, well, so what was Magic supposed to do? But I can't play basketball, man. Let me just sit over here. Oh, I don't know what I do. Poor me, poor me. Cap's like, okay, I can't play football. There are other things I can do. And what's he not supposed to do? He's not supposed to get gainful employment? Man, people need to, like, people that were skeptical to begin with will remain skeptics. There's nothing you can do about that, Skip.
No, I agree. But you can slowly but surely enlighten them a little bit where they start to open their eyes and ears a little bit to, aha.
But everybody thought he did it for money anyway, Skip. Oh, look at Nike. Now he getting paid for taking a knee. Well, he took a knee for what he thought he believed in. Skip, I mean, people used to play Dr. King. To speak at their churches and to do things like that. That's what happened.
Okay, all right. So an SPAC is way over my head. I don't know if you know them. You're probably investing in lots of them, but I'm not yet. So the point is, this is a $1 billion project that he's involved in, and he is surrounded by power brokers, forces in the black business world. That John Najafi, he's a minority owner of the Phoenix Suns. He's a force. And Ava DuVernay, and we can go on and on. And what I love about this new group that they've formed is that the board members are majority female, and it is 100% people of color. Okay? Good. It's all going in the right direction, and everything is socially, racially conscious. And he's got quite a portfolio going because he does have Nike, and he does have the partnership with Disney to provide content. He's with Medium. I want to hear more and more from him because I think he has a lot to say.
Skip, you'd be surprised, but a lot of these guys, Joe Montana, Ronnie Lott, and Brent Jones, in a lot of these, like this acquisition companies, make fortunes. I mean, that's what you do. You get in at the bottom floor, and they buy up things, and the next thing you know, you'll be very profitable. I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with, hey, I wish I had gotten more involved in business, and I'm trying to learn more now. But, you know, Maybe that's one of his passions, Skip.
Yep.
But it seems to me, he says that in order for me to empower the black people and to give them the representation that they need, maybe I need to get my own damn company and hire some, and we buy companies, and then we employ those, and then we can get what we want. We got to stop asking. He's like, we're going to just stop asking you, because it seems like our questions are falling on deaf ears. So what we'll do is that we'll start our own company.
Yep.
We'll start doing what we need to do, and then we'll start empowering people that look like us.
So in the end, I hope he feels more and more comfortable to speak out, because in the beginning, when it first seemed like he'd been forced completely out and it was over, I was hoping, because he's such an eloquent speaker, when he finally started to explain himself post-game, it was just riveting.
Right.
He knows what of he speaks. And so I thought, will he become a crusader, a social justice warrior? And he didn't choose that path yet, but I think it's still out there. I'm talking about a Dr. King kind of path.
I think, Skip, he's probably more behind the scenes in the social justice thing, but he still has as to speak the old Southern cliche, a pole in the water. So so I'm not. Don't totally dismiss that, but he's like, I can do more than one thing to help the advancement of my community.
Bottom line. It's still very sad. Listen, you can have all the billion-dollar investment and ventures you want, but in the end, when you get your first love taken away, you know how it feels. I mean, you finally had to just stop playing football because your body said, I can't do this, or your mind said, I can't do this anymore. Well, that didn't happen.
But exactly, Skip. I walked away. It wasn't taken away. Had it been taken away, like my brother. But my brother, he found something. He found another passion. He loved golf. So that replaced football, and it seems to me that he loved golf more than he ever loved football.
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm surprised.
Absolutely. Every single day. There's not a day that doesn't go by that he does something. He got a simulator in his house. If it's raining, he's I call him, man, I'm on the course, man. I hit you right back. Every day. So that's his passion. So maybe this is his passion, like his passion. And so I'm happy for Cap.
Wait a second. Wouldn't Sterling trade all of his golf for 3 or 4 more football years? What if there's no neck injury? What if I told Sterling...
Skip, he didn't love it like I loved it.
Really?
No.
Huh. Well, he could play it, man.
He was like almost like Barry. He was good at it. He could make a great living. Now, he put the time into it, Skip, but it was everything. It was life or death to me, whereas it wasn't life or death to him.
Really? I hope our younger viewers won't remember, but he was a force.
Yeah. Skip, it's hard to say because
he played more pure wide receiver.
Yeah, he was a Z in the he was the Z in the West Coast.
And he went 6'2".
No. He was 6 foot.
Only
about 212, 215.
Okay.
But he was that first run after the catch guy, big physical guy. And what you see at Anquan Bolden, the guys like that, that's what he was. Yeah.
Remember, I worked with him for several years at ESPN, so I had Sterling, then Shannon.
Yes.
And it just seemed like he towered over me at 6'2".
He 7 years, 5 Pro Bowls, 3 first-team All-Pros, Triple Crown, led the league in touchdowns, receptions, and yards. And, hopefully one day they say, because we're starting to see, Skip, guys get in with shortened careers. We see TD played basically 7 years, got in. Gale Sayers was the first to get in. We saw Megatron get in. And for me, I believe my brother was as dominant in his era as Megatron was in his.
How old was he when he had to stop?
29.
29, and it was a neck.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you call it a neck injury?
His last year, Skip, he had 18 touchdowns and never played another down. Had 94 catches, over 1,000 yards, 18 touchdowns, and never played another down.
And the doctor told him, you will risk...
He said, if you was my son, I tell you couldn't play.
Because you will risk getting paralyzed, correct?
Yes. So they ended up having to take a bone out of his hip, fuse his neck together, and... Does
it still trouble him?
No, it doesn't bother him. Doesn't bother him at all.
Well, good for him.
It bothered me more than it bothered him. He said, like, bro, I'm crying. He's like, man, hey, it's all right.
Well, I'm glad he found his bliss. Although you don't make any money playing golf, I don't think.
It's the fact he goes win. I mean, he won a couple. He won like a Harley Davidson that he can't ride a motorcycle. He kept it for like 5 or 6 years, ended up selling it. But he goes to these celebrity pro-ams and does pretty good.
Yep. Good for him.
Hearing that, that's really interesting, especially that Skip, you've worked with both of these.
I the best one at it.
Sure, brother. Do you have any inside scoop? Yeah, it's not a
Sterling was
competition.
something on television.
Really?
Oh, he could speak.
Really? Oh, Shannon, I'm going to cut that off.
He had the gift of gab.
You dirty, Skip. You dirty. Sold me out.
I hope he is watching and can hear
He was good on TV. No Shannon, but he was good.
He ain't no me.
We'll give him that. We'll give him that. Guys, listen up. Does LeBron still owe his legacy to Ray Allen?
Yes.
No.
And he's got quite a portfolio going because he does have Nike and he